Hey, I just wanted to talk to you about why I decided to join Hustle Wholesaling and have Chris Rood be my mentor and coach me through getting into the real estate game. So I just wrote down about 5 questions that I asked myself before I got involved. The first one being, what fears did I have about getting into real estate, and specifically why I joined Chris's program, Chris's training, and joined the Hustle Wholesaling community. Um, the first couple things I want to say is fear is just a mental thing. It's all about your mindset. In the training, Chris always talks about your mindset. You got to get your mindset right. It's all in your head. And I want to attest to that because it's completely true. I mean, it's all about putting the work in, and it's hard, but it's also easy. Um, and when you get into the program, you'll see that. So some fears that I had was obviously it wasn't going to work out. Um, I put everything into it, so I'm out money. If it didn't work out, I'm out all that money. And it really didn't. I mean, didn't cost much, but to me, it seemed like a lot. So, but that's exactly why I'm having a lot of success now, is because I went all in. I went all in. My wife is pregnant. We're expecting our first child in April. Actually, I just lost a job a few months ago, and I just decided to go all in. And I feel like because of that, I'm now seeing success, even though I didn't see success for a few months, and I had to grind and really put the work in. It's all paying off now, and now I'm trying to move on to my next deal. So those are a few fears that I had. What if it didn't work out? But Chris actually has you read some books before you even get started, and those books change the way you think, change the hustle mentality, and those are a big reason why I have success now. The next question is, how did I find out about hustle wholesaling? How did I find out about Chris? Well, I was a big believer in the guy Grant Cardone. I'm sure everybody knows about him. I listen to him religiously, and he has a show where he introduces pros in different fields, and Chris actually is affiliated with Grant Cardone, and that built a lot of rapport with me because I've been listening to Grant's trainings and been trying to implement Grant's education for the last probably 6 months of my life, and it's changed me a lot for the better. So because Chris has built rapport and he was on Grant's show, I mean, that really just kind of hit home with me. And I said, I got to try out what this guy's doing, because I didn't know how to get into real estate. I knew real estate creates more millionaires every year than any other industry. So I knew that I wanted to get into it, but I didn't know how. So when I saw Chris and I saw him with Grant and how they basically said that it's an easy way to get into real estate without having your own money, without having a lot of skin in the game, without just kind of like an entry level, so to speak, way to get into real estate. That really connected with me and made it so I would want to join his program. The things that Chris did differently to make me want to work with him, that's my next question, is I really feel like because Chris is constantly doing real estate deals. I mean, he's doing 5-10 deals a month, creating 50,000 to 100,000 a month, just from doing what he actually teaches. He preaches what he teaches, and he actually implements these things. He's doing this stuff every single day, so he literally is an expert in the field, and I really believe that he could help anybody in any market, no matter what the market's like. He can help you do this, because if I can do it, anybody can do this. You just have to put the effort in. You have to put the hustle in. You have to work hard. You have to get your mind right, like Chris always says. And as long as you listen to what Chris says, you listen to the training, you educate yourself, and then you take action on that training, you will be successful in this game. The next thing for me is, how did Chris handle the process for me? Because I had done quite a few programs before, not necessarily in the real estate game, but I had bought a lot of programs before, like Grant Cardone's programs, other programs, and I just noticed that once you buy a program, you're kind of just left in the dust there, and you don't really have a whole lot of support. That's one thing that Chris really prides himself on, is anytime I had a question, granted, I did put the work in, I did put the hustle in, so don't think that he's going to do it for you. But anytime I had a question, I just shoot him a text. I type in the group. I actually have his cell phone number. I can reach out to him. I have him on Voxer, so I can just send him a Vox anytime. Anytime I have a question, he's always there for me. And he's actually snappy about it. I mean, he has a lot of things he's doing. He's a busy guy. He's doing real estate deals. His wife's a realtor, so he's getting flips for her, and she's doing flips. He's got 5 kids. I mean, he is a freaking superstar. I mean, this guy hustles. This guy's a ninja when it comes to real estate. But even so, he still gives me the support and help that I need. Anytime I voxed him, I had a question on something, literally within minutes, he was usually responding. I remember times when I posted in the group chat and I was like, I need a coaching right now. I mean, literally within 5 minutes, he was reaching out to me and asking me what was up. So that's why I really recommend Chris. The last question I have is kind of segues into that, is why would I recommend Hustle Wholesaling? Man, if you want to make money, if you're sick of the 9-to-5 grind, the job, the just over broke, the job, wholesaling is one of the best ways to get into the real estate game, that you don't have to have a whole lot of money to get into. You don't have to use your own money. So I would recommend Chris's program because, first off, it helped me achieve success. The networking partnerships, the networking that I've done from his course, that I've gone out and done in my market, has been priceless. I now have relationships with people that I can now do deals way easier. I actually have a partnership with somebody who bought my last deal, who wants to partner and pay for my marketing campaign. So just the relationships alone that you can create from this knowledge that you can get, going to real estate RIA meetings, which he teaches, just everything that I've learned in Chris's course has been priceless education. And I would recommend it to anybody who wants to get into this game, because it'll change your life, and it's starting to change mine. I mean, I got my first deal, and now moving on to my next few. So if you're even thinking about doing this, I highly recommend Chris Rood and Hustle Wholesaling. We have a whole community. We're here to help you. So there's a lot of people who have a little bit of experience. A lot of people have a lot of experience. So, and we're here to help each other and just help each other get to new heights. So appreciate your time. Thanks for listening, and take care. See ya.